Shalom Yisrael. First and foremost, I give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rechak Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessing to those Akim that's preached the word in all truth and sincerity. Along to Israelite foreigner brothers that like the heathens, but the line and fell side goes back to the nation of Israel, which nation of Israel are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans through the prophecies and curses of Deuteronomy 28 chapter and throughout the Bible. So this is a brother you call a month like a lesson, and today's lesson will be entitled "The Reward of the Righteous." I ask you to go on some precepts and Lord willing, you brothers and your sisters out there be edified through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shai. Because the scriptures often talk about rewards, and we understand in the last days, when our Lord Yahweh Shai comes back, he's going to reward every man according to his works, so us in this truth, we want to be rewarded for our good deeds that we did in the Lord, in the truth, and ultimately, we know the reward of righteous is ultimately salvation, so, I'll just be going to a lesson in regards to that. And before I start the lesson, I define the word reward. Reward. Which means a thing given in recognition of one's service, effort, or achievement. Yeah. Recompense, prize money, winnings, honor, award, purse. So yeah, so, what would be the reward we ultimately, want? Ultimately, salvation, man. To have that hedge in Jacob's trouble, allowing us to being able to eat and drink in a time of famine, having the angels protect us, so um, let's read the first precept in the book of Psalms, chapter 58 and verse 11, and this is a psalm of King David, and it reads, so that a man shall say, verily, which verily means truly, there is a reward for the righteous. So there is truly a reward for the righteous, the elect. It says, verily, he is a God that judgeth in the earth. Yeah, so, because Yahweh Shai, as it is written, all the Lord's judges are in the earth. So the Lord loveth judgment, so, but, so it's truly a reward for the righteous. And like I was saying earlier, the ultimate reward is going to be salvation, and ultimately being joint heirs, with Yahweh Shai in the kingdom, you know. Uh, and when you go to Matthew 10, in verse 42, it says, and whosoever shall give to drink unto one of these little ones a cup of cold water, only in the name of a disciple, verily I say unto you, he shall in no wise lose his reward. Yeah, so this applies to brothers, because a cup of cold water is not actually talking about that. It can be, but ultimately it's talking about charity. You know, because you have a lot of helps in the truth that help brothers out. In regards of you know brothers that help brothers financially, or um, have brothers stay with them for a limited point of time, or help with the camp. As far as getting a camera or getting signs, things of that sort. So that cup of cold water represents charity, and the Lord is definitely going to reward the helps of the prophets, man. The friends of the prophets, and they are not going to in no wise lose their reward, because they're going to be saved, because ultimately they believe, you know. So, so yeah, man. So, for the brothers that helps of the prophets, friends of the prophets, they're gonna get the reward, man, because they have showed their faith by the works as well. Being helps to the camp, to brothers, in regards of give me anything financially, having the brothers stay at their house for temporary point in time, and helping brothers get camp signs and helping out with the cameras, so on and so forth. So they're gonna the helps of the prophets, they're gonna receive the reward, which will be salvation. And we go to Colossians 3 and verse 24, and it reads, knowing that of the Lord you shall receive the reward of the inheritance, for you serve the Lord Yahweh Shai. Yeah, so what is the reward of the inheritance? Being joint heirs with Yahweh Shai. And let's get that, because heir is also synonymous with inheritance. Because when you define the word, and it's go to Romans 8 and verse 17, and it says, and the children and heirs, heirs of the Most High, and joint heirs with Yahweh Shai. If so be that we suffer with him, because the elect now that's in the truth, they're suffering with Yahweh Shai, by being partakers of the Lord's afflictions while still maintaining their integrity and serving Yahweh Shemon Shai and doing the work. It says that we may be also glorified together. Yeah, so when Yahweh Shai make a second return, not only that the elect suffer with him, but they're going to be glorified with Yahweh Shai as well when he delivers them, when he beams them up, and they get the new bodies, with spiritual power. So, Yahweh Shai and the elect, they're going to be glorified together, but let's define our word heirs, because I was saying heirs is also means inheritance. It's from the Greek word kleronomos. Um, it says one who receives by lot an heir, and messianic usage, one who receives his allotted possession by right of sonship. Um, yeah, it says right here inheritor. So heirs also means inheritor. So so the elect they will get Yahweh uh the elect that will be joint heirs with Yahweh Shai, they will get everything he gets in the kingdom. You know, and let's go back to Colossians 3 and 24. Read it again. Knowing that of the Lord you shall receive the reward of the inheritance. So the reward of the inheritance will be the elect being joint heirs with Yahweh Shai in the kingdom, and they're gonna get everything Yahweh Shai gets as well. You know, it says, "For you serve the Lord Yahweh Shai," so it's a great benefit of serving Yahweh Shemon Shai. You see, so let's go to. I just jotted down various scriptures on, you know, uh, the elect, uh, the reward of the righteous. This is First Timothy 5 and verse. I start verse 17. Let the elders that rule well be counted worthy of double honor. So yeah, it's scriptural for us to say double honors before we start in the intro of our lessons, and because that's us showing reverence to the men that the Lord have set up before us. And we give them respect. Because if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have known the truth. So we give double honors to our apostles, elders, great millstone. It says, especially they who labor in the word and doctrine. For the scripture says, "Thou shalt not muzzle the ox that treadeth out the corn." Yeah, because that's in the law. Because when the ox, when they will tread down, the fields and stuff, you're not supposed to put a muzzle over their mouth so that they can't eat. They're supposed to eat at the same time while working. You know, so it says, "And the labor is not worthy of its reward." So yeah, so this applies to our apostles. So which apostles they never ask for tithes or money, but we're supposed to send tithes. When we have it. You know, because that's how. Because really, they're not supposed to be working. The apostles of the Great Millstone, they're supposed to be taken care of by the congregation, but you know how Jake is. So, but the apostles they work for theirs, and but we're supposed to give tithes. It's in the law. So they're worthy of the reward. Because the apostles they constantly make videos and doing the work, so they're worthy to receive their reward, man. You know, receiving tithes and from brothers and stuff because they need help sometimes too. You know, so they're worthy of their reward, and their reward ultimately is going to be salvation as well. Which I believe the apostles is this is my personal opinion. But I believe they're part of the elect. So they're going to ultimately receive the reward. Salvation. You see, so Let's go to Hebrews 10:35. It says, "Cast not away therefore your confidence, which have great recompense of reward." Yeah, so we're not supposed to cast not away our confidence in the Lord. We're not supposed to stop believing in the Lord due to catching hell. Because it's part of the gospel. We're supposed to catch hell in this truth. But if we endure to the end, Lord willing, then we don't we're gonna get that reward, man. You know. Proverbs 14:23. In all labor there is profit. So in all labors and whatever you labor for, it's a profit behind it. So you work 40 hours a week at your job, and what's the profit? You get paid every week or 2 weeks. So same thing with the Lord. We working for the Lord, so that profit is gonna be salvation. You know, but before salvation will be the hedge of protection in Jacob's trouble. Eating and drinking during the time of famine. Um, the Lord putting a heavy spirit on the elect not to take the MOTB. While everybody else, the 2/3, the non-elect, the heathens, they taking the sea hip. So that's gonna be that mercy. You know, that we all striving to have, man. Because if the Lord's not with you in these upcoming days, these upcoming evil days in Jacob's trouble, then you're through. It says, but the talk of list tended on to penury. So Proverbs 11 and 18. It reads, the wicked worketh a deceitful work, but to him that soweth righteousness shall be a sure reward. Yeah, so the elect that soweth righteousness in the truth, they gonna have a sure reward, man. They're gonna be delivered in the chariots, and I just get that, since I keep saying it, because this is going to be the ultimate reward, man, and mercy. You know, Matthew 24:30, and this is Yahweh Shai speaking. It says, "Then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven." And this when our Lord Yahweh shall make his second return. And then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in clouds of heaven with power and great glory. So the clouds is the chariots, the so-called UFOs. So yeah, when Yahweh shall come back, and when Yahweh shall and the angels come back in the chariots of Israel, the so-called UFOs, the Lord is coming back with power and great glory. And he shall send his angel with a great sound with trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, because the elect have been scattered north, um, throughout the four corners of the earth, north, south, east, and west. But the main deliverance is going to be in Babylon the Great in America. You know, it says from one end of heaven to the other. So yeah, so that's ultimately going to be in our mercy. The elect being delivered from the wrath to come. When the ICBM missiles destroy this place, America, man. And the elect is going to be delivered from that. So that's going to be the ultimately that's going to be the reward of the righteous getting salvation. So, and while the reward of the wicked is they're going to be destroyed. So yeah, I just want to make a lesson on that, on the reward of the righteous, and I'm gonna do another lesson as well. It's going to be entitled the reward of the wicked. Because remember, the Lord is about balance. So in this lesson, I just want to address the reward of righteous. And the next lesson I'm gonna do, Lord willing, it's gonna be the reward of the wicked. So, Lord willing, Aqua is edified, and till next time, Shalom.